Hey guys, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. In today's video we are renovating one of the apartments in San Myshuno. This is apartment 702 Zenview. Just because I didn't really fancy building anything too big, and actually had a hankering to decorate really, more than actually build. So I've picked this one specifically because it has an upstairs, which for an apartment is quite a novelty. And obviously starting by working out where I was going to put the stairs and just sectioning off rooms, especially upstairs. So I'm planning this to be like a 4-sim household, so 2 adults and 2 children. Obviously this could also be like a 3-sim household, or you know, if you fancied putting more sims upstairs, then you could make this for as many sims as you want really. Too many would get a bit cramped today. But yeah, so just kind of sectioning things off. Downstairs actually, I know that I've sectioned off a little bit that was probably going to be for like a study or something. That's going to be gone. That wall's not going to exist by the end of the video, and instead we're going to have a very open planned living, dining, kitchen space. But yeah, so I've just gone through and I was really liking the Parenthood tiles when I built this for, some reason. So each of the bathroom has just a different colour variation of that wallpaper, which actually I think is really quite nice, makes it look nice and together really. Outside here I'm just trying to match the balcony to the rest of the build, because I thought it would be a bit odd if this one single balcony, one single apartment had a different exterior to the others. So match that in, and then start to go with the kitchen. I was quite clearly really enjoying using the Parenthood stuff. It's all from a brilliant pack, so why not use it? And yeah, so I was trying to inbuild the couch. It's not a couch, it's most definitely a fridge. I was trying to inbuild the fridge into the surround of like the counters and stuff, because it just looked a bit odd separate. So obviously I've got the move objects on sheet working, so I'm not entirely sure what object would disappear if you didn't have move objects on and you placed this like room. It could be the fridge, it could be the counters, I don't know. But yeah, so just decorating away in the kitchen. I really fancied having a bit of a like checked wall behind this counter in a different colour to the countertops, because I really love those dark blue counters. Not gonna say that my house in the future is definitely gonna have counters like that, but my house in the future is probably gonna have counters like that, because it's very much my aesthetic. Hence why I furnish my houses so much like this. But yeah, just kind of adding a bit of clutter here and there. As you saw, I attempted to put like a mirrored backing on it and it just looked wrong. So we, quickly sidestepped that, and we're just, we're just having some wallpaper behind the cooker, just a normal backsplash, nothing fancy. Yeah, it's had a few little ornamental things and a rug in the kitchen. I'm liking rugs in the kitchen at the moment in The Sims. I'm not sure they're really a sensible thing in real life, but in The Sims it doesn't really matter. And if you want enough fire in your sim house, a rug in the kitchen is a good way to go about it, or a rug next to wherever you have fire is a good way to go about spreading it. Not that I condone sim deaths, although I kind of do, but never mind. So yeah, the kitchen's pretty much decorated at this point. So I was putting in a few things for like having a cat, because I thought, why not have pets? I'm going to pretend that this building allows pets. And I used one of the vampire scratches as like a cat scratch on the wall, which I thought was quite nice. Yeah, so everything looks really nice up to here, and in a minute or so I am definitely gonna, completely change that. But it's fine. We basically just shoved the kitchen backwards a bit. So yes, I was wanting to use my beloved circle table, and it was never going to fit in this space here. The table doesn't even quite fit here either. It's part of the reason I have a little rejig in a minute. But I thought I'd keep using those. I feel like they're Parenthood, or are they Cats and Dogs? I can't remember what pack those chairs are from. I feel like it's Cats and Dogs, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I really like those chairs and thought I'd use them as like the bar stools and the normal tables, the normal table chairs, just because I think they look really nice. And then yeah, just decorating with some blinds as well. So, you know, this is very much my comfy, cozy, lovely house. I will attempt maybe to do something a bit more modern again at some point in the future, but for right now, this is my comfy, coziness. And there you go, you just seen me move all the kitchen, because I was trying to look where I could put something that was more like a living space. So, you know, your like a couch and TV, that kind of thing, and it just didn't seem to be possible, so pardon me. I've had to move the kitchen in a bit, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Obviously I couldn't put the cat tree in front of the massive glass window, and I've had to lose a couple of the cabinets, but I think it fits quite nicely in the corner. Oh, there we go, I've moved it there. Hopefully that the cat tree isn't, you know, too close to the cooker for your liking. You can always rejig if you download this room off the gallery. Just gonna mention it now, because this room, well, no, because this lot is an apartment, you can't save apartments to the gallery. You can save rooms from an apartment from a gallery. So I've saved this downstairs area, the living, kitchen, dining, the 2 bedrooms upstairs and one of the bathrooms from upstairs, and the links for those will all be in the description down below. But anyway, yeah, so I've moved along the kitchen to the end of the apartment. The dining space has moved round to the side, so that this spot here could be the kind of living area. It is rather cozy, which is why it's probably a maximum of like 4 Sims to be actually comfortable. I think if you had any more Sims than that in this small of an apartment, it might get a bit, don't know, a bit just, you know, close for comfort. You know, if they were going to be locked in like everyone is at the moment, then you'd probably get a bit tetchy, being quite so close together. But yeah, so adding a bit of greenery, that new that vase that I found in a recent build and absolutely love. So I'm just putting it absolutely everywhere now. And then I was trying to find, you know, a bookcase to put in, and I thought the Kallax style unit fits really well, and kind of still fits with the homey theme that I have going on, even though it's a bit more kind of modern in that it's, you know, squares, and not like a rustic thing. But you know, there we go, I put my rusticness back in by the front door, like the kind of sort of made it like a mudroom area walking into the apartment. You know, I've got a little shoe rack, and a spot to put your umbrella and your coats, etc. And then I was going to try and put that massive mirror in there, and thought that's never going to fit, so we've gone for a slightly smaller one, and some lighting on the walls, just because I didn't really want to put another ceiling light in, but it also wouldn't have fit like a lamp. So anyway, probably enough about lighting. And then I realised I had this massive space here. I was like, oh my god, there's so much space. So I've decided that this is the kind of kids play zone. It's by the double doors, so I couldn't really put anything massive in there, so I've put the children's playhouse and a toy box in there. And then you can kind of imagine that the kids would play along this area, and you'd be able to like push it, you know, put things away at night, so it's just a bit of a free space. So yeah, if you have Parenthood, which I'm gonna say you probably have Parenthood if you're using this apartment, then obviously that would be the ideal space for your kids to do their like school projects, or you know, the balcony maybe even. That's like exactly where you'd kind of want to put it. So yeah, so out on the balcony now, decorating that, and I just wanted to put a little bit of seating out here. Didn't want to put too much out here, just, you know, keep it kind of somewhat modern, I suppose. Actually, just I'm going to pretend that maybe the landlord left, that this was part of what was given when the apartment was rented or whatever. So yeah, just some seating and a yoga mat outside. Down here we have the little downstairs bathroom, toilet, sink, and of course litter tray. We can't leave this house without a litter tray, considering we've given them, you know, a cat bed, a cat tree, food bowl. Need a litter tray. I'll just come for a standard one because you don't really need all the bells and whistles, do you? No. I did put a bin in. I hope that you guys saw I did put a bin in. So yeah, up here we have just the landing area, which I didn't want to put too much in, but I thought I'll put the kids' science station in there. Kids should be able to still use it. I'm not sure if Sims will be able to walk past while Sim is using it, but you can always, you know, get people to stop or whatever. Or you could always move it into the kids' bedroom if you really fancied, or downstairs. However you feel like doing it. That's basically it for the hallway. I think I just put a little bit of art up on the walls and like a corkboard kind of thing. Not that one, because that one sticked out too far from the wall. It looks like Sim was going to bang the head as they came up the stairs. But yeah, so that's about it. The bathrooms, again, these are actually going to be flipped around in a second, because I was planning on, you know, the kids' bathroom, because the kids and the parents are each going to have their own bathroom, but the kids' bathroom needed the bath, because I thought, you know, if they're little, maybe they'd want help from the mum and dad, that kind of thing. So the parents' bathroom would just have a shower. But looking at this, I was like, I'm never going to fit a double bed in here. It's the wrong shape. You can fit a double bed in the other one though. So at the end I do swap the bathrooms over. But you'll see that in the screenshots, all will be fine. So yeah, just having a go through of the parents' bathroom, bedroom, done the bathroom. Parents' bedroom now, just, you know, simple really, quite simple I think. Made sure that I put some shades on the windows. I know that the bed is blocking one of the windows, but there wasn't a lot I can do about that, so there we go. Yeah, and just trying to fit a few things in here. So I wanted there to be a dresser, obviously, and I thought this wardrobe worked quite well, and I've put it in the brown colour, that light brown colour, just to add a bit more, well, colour to the room, because everything was getting a little bit white. And then I thought I'd put in like a desk and computer, you know, so it could be locked off from the kids, and then, you know, they're not necessarily gonna, I don't know, have the screen time if you don't want them to. A few plants, obviously, gotta have some plants, and I think that's pretty much it. The bedroom's quite simple, but I think bedrooms in general are, you know, most people's bedrooms are just a bed, wardrobe, maybe a mirror, and that's about it. You got bedside tables and that's about it. So that was kind of enough. So here we go, we've got 2 beds in here for the kids. I've used the tiny living dressers, so I've put them both in just because I think that looks more realistic, like a kid's bedroom. They're probably, you know, they can have one each, was my kind of thinking. A little bedside table with a lamp, a toy. I thought I'd use this as well, because I know that this is kind of aimed at toddlers, but like toddlers can't build them. The kids can build the stuff and then play with it, so I thought it can go in the kids' bedroom. I never use this item, why not? And then into the screenshots. So here we go, guys. Lovely downstairs area, you know, dining, living space in a minute. Nice, isn't it? Beautiful, if I do say so myself. Kitchen area. But then, yeah, so guys, if you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Obviously, please comment below whether you like this apartment or not. And any suggestions or tips for the future, please let me know. Anything in particular you'd like me to build. Obviously, subscribe for more content, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!